Does the frame rate look so ass? So I can do one of these. Cover his tank so he can eat piece like that, and then turn it right. That looks a lot better. What is up, everybody? Just kind of wanted to sit down and just play a chill game and just kind of talk, you know. Just want to talk about life, man. Um, in my streams, I typically go a little bit into my life. Not too deep, but I do go a little bit into depth about what my life looks like, and you know, slowly realizing that I should actually go in depth a little bit more often. I don't ever like sitting here and having an actual conversation with y'all about like what I do or um of course it's messed up, man. It says it's in 720p, but it's not. It's not. Um I just want to get it out of the gate, man. I'm really demotivated with content. Make sure y'all can actually hear me in the game. Guess I should probably turn on the game audio. That'd probably help. Um, I'm really demotivated. With not just streaming, but also YouTube videos, just with life in general. I feel like really stuck where I'm at. Um, I don't think I've ever said this on stream, but right now I'm working on doing a CNA course and going down like the medical field, and I want to go to college for psychology and like maybe go into therapy or social work of some sort. um a lot easier said than done, of course, but that's kind of what I've been wanting to do. I was raised by my grandma. She's been a nurse for 40 years now, and so I grew up in a very not like, she's always just been like a nurse, you know what I mean? Like every time I got sick, she knew what to do. Every time I got hurt, she knew what to do. Um, so I'm really conditioned to the hospitality of that, and that's what I want to provide for other people. I want to be able to help people, and not just the sense of like, obviously I want to do streaming, to entertain or just to be, you know, make content, make people laugh, make people entertain. That's my ultimate goal with this. But I want to help people on a deeper level because obviously I'm not no Mr. Beast. All right, I can't donate $100 million charity every year. If I could, I would though. Um, if I could do big charity streams like that, I absolutely would. Absolutely, no second thought. Um, and hopefully one day I'll be able to. Um, but as it stands right now, obviously that's not really a possibility for me. Um, so with that being said, my whole goal is I want to start going into CNA work, like I said. Um, you know, I know it's a hard job. As I said, I call my grandma my mom, because she raised me. She is my mom, absolutely. It's her being a nurse. She works at a nursing home, so I've definitely gotten a full image of what it's like to be a nurse, running and managing CNAs, and to be a CNA and like what they do. And I know it's a hard job. A lot of people in the healthcare field do not get the recognition they deserve, and I'm not in it for recognition. I'm in it to, like I said, help people. Whether that be just like if I go into therapy, help people, like give them advice and like help them deal with struggles in life. Because you know, uh, not to have like a petty party, but I've been through my fair share of struggles in life, and um, What was I talking about? So a few years ago, I got sent to a mental like hospital, or like it was like a behavioral facility kind of thing. It was like a mental hospital slash behavioral facility. Um, and I grew up with the mentality of like mental health isn't real. Like I've just always had that imprinted in my head of like, um, mental health just isn't real. Um, so experiencing everybody there, like seeing their struggles, it helped me realize, mental health is a very real thing. And I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Um, I definitely have struggled a lot with mental health. Um, again, it's not to have a petty party for myself. It's just I have a greater picture here. All right, bear with me a little bit. I definitely feel like, especially where I'm from, mental health is definitely not taken seriously. I grew up in a little fucking town, where everybody's there is fucking like farmers and fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, mental health is definitely not taken as serious as it should. And, you know, there's, I've had family members commit suicide. I've had friends commit suicide. Um, because it's just not, it's not taken seriously out there, And same thing with like drug addiction. In the area I grew up, it's really bad because there's no like rehabs, there's no outpatient facilities, there's no hospitals that help with that. It's just you're kind of shit out of luck out there, unless you like go an hour away to a bigger place. And it's like that for a lot of places. It's a lot of people like struggle with that. And not to bash what the town is doing. They have like a pregnant woman, like a single mother, like motherhood building where the community all donates to, and like they help out mothers in the community, that are struggling with financials and stuff. And they donate diapers and just like barely like essentials that you need to take care of a baby and yourself. Um, it's really cool. You can go and they give away like free tampons, free food, just like stuff like basic human shit that you need. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad that we have to come together as a community because that's how rough times are. And that leads back to my point of like drug addiction. Drug addiction's really bad out there, and so it sucks that there's no help for that. But my whole point with this that I want to say is like, I just want to be able to make a difference to everybody around me, man. It's like my whole point with the mental hospital thing is like, I always thought it was like corny that people are like, oh yeah, being around people who suffer the same things or like, relate to you helps. And I genuinely just like never believed that. But when I was in that place and, I met people that really did go through the most horrific things in life, it did help like relating to them and understanding their stories and just like feeling like I wasn't alone, and holy fuck, I just got a pistol. Wow. But yeah, I don't know. It was definitely an experience. It really did help me to relate to people that were also going through the same things. I feel like a lot of people would rather act like it's not a thing rather than addressing said thing. Which I mean, I feel like we all do to some extent, but you know, I don't know. It was definitely an experience, and that's the route I want to take. All the nurses, all the people that were there at that hospital were the nicest, most like kind-hearted people I've ever met. And obviously you have to be in that kind of setting, you know, like one wrong thing you say, and it's life or death. Seriously, like you're like that is a high stress. Like they were in the room every 15 minutes a night. You know, it's like it's a real thing. Like people there wanted to not be here. And that's just a real struggle that so many people face. I don't know. I just want to be able to help people where I can. And where I can help is, you know, doing my part and getting an education on how to help people, like literally, like, you know, life or death situation. And also just like if I want to go down the therapy route, help people mentally, you know? Help people have an outlet. I've always wanted to try to do that, you know, like growing up, I always wanted to you know, be like my mom and help people and like just help people. I don't know, like just in any way I could. But obviously I am limited, unfortunately. So, but grown ass man now, which means I could actually get the proper steps to doing said like idea, doing said dream. Sorry, my girlfriend's texting me. Yeah, that's my dream for right now. Obviously this isn't like gonna go into like, oh, I'm thinking about quitting streaming. Absolutely not. Streams are still gonna be here every single day. Streaming is literally like a part of my life now. Like the first thing that I think about in the day is waking up and streaming. And like that's sad, I guess, to an extent, but it's like, you know, it's what I want to do. I enjoy this so much. I enjoy making content. I enjoy making YouTube videos in general. But it's just kind of a waffle sesh. I don't know. But that's my plan for now. Don't want to waffle too much, but you guys understand the vision at this point. So let's do a building block right here, and we can I change this? Shape. Feds. How the fuck? How do I shape? Oh. Nice. Looks really fucking ugly, but it'll work. Also, this is gonna be my base. In case you didn't already gather. Oh, there's already another. Guess I do need a way up. And actually, this way. I want a way up that's like not. I don't know. What should I